Yes, you can eat shit foods and build muscle. Doesn't mean you should, though. Just let me explain. Let's say we have Miguel, who started going to the gym, and no, not Planet Fitness this time. He does everything right when it comes to training. Logging his workouts, progressing his lifts, training hard, and not overdoing it with a billion exercises per workout. But when it comes to diet, I mean, he's been looking online and seen all those YouTube shorts of bodybuilding diet montages. He knows he's supposed to have an anabolic egg omelet with slices of steak at exactly 6:43 for breakfast, and then immediately 2.1 hours after, he has to have an anabolic protein shake complemented by rice, broccoli, and chicken breast, and then immediately 2.4 hours afterward again, he has to have a carefully crafted anabolic pre-workout meal. And if he misses any meals by even a fraction of a minute, his body will go catabolic and start burning up his muscle tissue stores. Alright, let's flip the script. I think you've seen the problem already, but the opposite problem also exists and is very prevalent. Let's say we also have Jorgen, an average American. He's not obese, but decently overweight, and has remained sedentary for most of his life. He eats shit foods, but then one day he decides to finally hit the gym after a while of mental battle in his head. He's off to a good start. I mean, he actually has the willpower to be consistent from the get-go, and that's great. However, after weeks and months go by, he is unsatisfied as he's barely lost any weight. How could this be? What the fuck were all those hours playing Clash Royale on the elliptical for? All those hundreds of calories burnt for what seems like nothing. He still eats the same shit food, however, but I mean, can't you just burn off what he eats? He also tells others that he doesn't even actually eat that many calories, so it must be true. Maybe he's just genetically meant to be overweight. Enough! What about Miguel? How is he doing? He got his diet figured out. He should be making crazy gains. Oh shit, he's eating raw tuna straight out of the can again. Maybe you saw the issues right away. Maybe you didn't. First of all, Miguel's diet was just too much. Bro literally just started working out and he wants to eat like Ardo Rosibum with his motherfucking 5,000 clean calorie diet. If you would like to keep your diet clean, then go ahead. It's not inherently unhealthy to do so. But the thing is, that's not completely necessary. If you're somebody that often craves bad food, which is probably like 99% of you, then trying to stick to a 100% clean diet is a shit idea. Look bro, I know a lot of people online will overcomplicate the dieting process, but these two goals I'm about to tell you will be all that you ever need. So first up are your calorie goals. This is crucial whether you want to gain muscle or lose fat. Without the right calories, you'll barely gain any muscle or barely lose any fat. My guidelines are that if you are skinny or skinny fat, then eat in a 300 to 500 calorie surplus. Otherwise, if you are overweight/obese, then eat in a 500 to 700 calorie deficit. It's that simple. Don't question it or try some other gimmick because you will regret it. And lastly, eating at least 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight you weigh. If you're just starting out and you're over 200 pounds, then don't use more than 200 pounds to get how much protein you need. So if you're 215 pounds, then just eat 200 times 0.7 grams of protein. That simple. And that's literally it. As long as you train and sleep along with these goals, you will build a better physique. Hell, if you're only here to lose the weight and not build any muscle, then just eat in the calorie deficit. Literally just one goal. Anyways, since these two goals are fairly lenient, you could still eat a shit diet while meeting these goals, which I don't recommend. So instead, with these more lenient goals, we can come to a compromise. What I like to do is try to eat mostly clean, whole foods if I have the option, but if I'm going out with friends, I won't hyperventilate when the food has too many carbs. It's just something I don't have to worry about all the time, and it's great. No need for all those planned out meals and shit. So around 80% clean foods and 20% bad foods. Anyways, here's some quick tips. Don't forget the vitamins like zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. Creatine will not rupture your livers. Try to also keep your carb intake decently high, at least on days you go to the gym in order to give your body energy. Keto is definitely not the end-all be-all answer to a better body. And if you're doing a calorie deficit, try to create that deficit by reducing the amount of fats you take instead of protein or carbs. Try to go for high protein foods like meats whenever you can, as well as nut butters, milk, eggs, etc. Whenever I have fast food, I will go with stuff like chicken or beef whenever possible. Plus, meat just tastes good. I don't know about you. And remember, fat is much easier to lose/gain than muscle is to lose/gain. So never be afraid of sacrificing gaining some body fat to be able to build muscle. It pains me when skinny/skinny fat guys who think they're overweight try to eat in a calorie deficit while still trying to build muscle. Muscle doesn't just come out of thin air. Your body needs those calories and protein for fuel. Being in a calorie surplus won't make you obese. Alright, moving on to Jorgen's problem. Not caring about the diet at all is just as bad, if not worse, than overemphasizing the diet. You cannot and will not outtrain a bad diet long term, especially if you're just a run-of-the-mill beginner. It's literally like the guy pushing a boulder up a mountain meme. Since Jorgen was overweight, the two goals he needed were to eat in a calorie deficit and eat enough protein. But since he kept his diet the same as before, he didn't meet either of those goals, and just hitting the gym won't reach those goals for him. Yes, you could create a calorie deficit by burning calories in the gym, but it takes so much more effort to burn calories you eat than to just not eat those calories in the first place. And after you work out and burn them off, your appetite will increase as a natural response by your body, and you'll end up eating more. So there's many ways this shit could go wrong. Working out doesn't magically generate protein in your body either, so don't try working around a bad diet. That is pretty much all I had to cover in this video. Like I said, nutrition to build muscle and a better physique don't have to be super complicated. Just always keep those two goals in mind and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. So now that you have been enlightened, I would advise taking action and fixing up your diet if building a better body is your goal. Good luck on your fitness journey, and have a great day.